What up, though? It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Oasis the Incredible. I'm back. I'm back. Get everything organized. Yes, yes, yes. You are seeing this correctly. This is a new edition of Straight Talk with Spaceship. Oh man, I have not done one in so long. It's been since what my grandparents' birthday, I think. So it was. I took some time off. You know, Um, and so I was like, I don't know, I don't know. Uh, but my mind had been, saying, do a podcast, do a podcast, do a podcast. So I was like, no, I don't want to do a podcast. I'm good. I'm good. I'll wait to the new year. And I was really trying to hold out, wait to the new year. Uh, but I wanted to give y'all some content before the new year. I did miss y'all. I did miss this time we have together. You make sure you find this exclusively on thewildoutradio.com, or make sure you go to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. We are looking for those subs. We're trying to get, by the end of next year, we want to get to 500 subs, right? So it's going to take y'all to help us get there. Make sure you press the share button, press the follow button, and all that. Um, so much stuff to talk about. Golly, it's crazy how within a month, and it's been a little bit over a month, almost coming on 2 months, right? Been going on 2 months since I've done a podcast. And it really just took me to feel it, you know what I'm saying? Hey babe. It took me really just to feel it, right? And so over these last 2 months, it's been so much stuff going on, so many trying times. We're still in this COVID epidemic. We've gotten a new president that just got his electoral college votes today as we speak, which is, kind of exciting, kind of cool. And so, I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen? And this fool Trump has just been doing all types of crazy shit to make sure uh, he stays in. But bro, that's not gonna work. Your time is up. Um, and so, we waiting on him. We're hoping, we're praying, right? We're hoping and we're praying that uh, in some kind of way that uh, this new presidency changes the outlook on life, changes the outlook on the world, right? Uh, I'm trying to start a watch party. It's Facebook's so crazy now, right? Like I'll be like, okay, I want to do a watch party, but they just don't really like me to do watch parties no more. Maybe I got that taken away from me, you know, and that's cool too. That's cool too. Since I can't do a watch party, I ain't tripping. Um, but so we're waiting on this. What is it? January 20th. Um, we're waiting on him. Uh, Shout out and rest. I won't even say shout out, but rest in heaven to Mo3. I've tried to refrain about Mo3, and if you're not in the Dallas area, Mo3 was a up and coming artist here. I think he was about 28 years old. For most of people's money, he was probably the most talented artist in the city. He had beef with another rising Dallas artist, Yellow Beezy. We do not know for sure if Yellow Beezy put the hit out on him. I actually heard a podcast today about his manager possibly putting a hit out on him. But it was sad how he was taken away. But my thoughts on that, and I know my thoughts are very controversial. But I grew up in Flint, Michigan, in a situation and around in an environment where I did some very horrible things. I said some horrible things. I did some horrible things. I laughed at some horrible things. I enabled some horrible things. And I put myself in certain positions that I was blessed to get out of. Blessed by the skin of the hair on my chinny chin chin, blessed. And as sad as it is that he was murdered, especially the way he was murdered, that was some whole shit, right? You can't put yourself in those situations. So I say this to all my up and coming artists, my rappers, my people in entertainment, my people that just want to be on Facebook and just stunt, right? Please be mindful of the energy you're putting out. Please be mindful of the things you're putting out in this world because you never know when it's going to come back on you. You never know when the karma will hit. Um, Karma's undefeated. I don't know about y'all. There's two people in this world that is undefeated, and that's karma and time, right? They win out every time. So, it's one of those tricky things where it's like, oh, tough because you want to send your condolences, and then at the same token, you got to realize I'm not running down a highway, getting away from someone who's trying to kill me. And the reason I'm not running down the highway trying to get away from someone who is trying to kill me is because I'm not putting myself in those positions to be killed or to be shot at. So we need to take this and eventually, Black young men, Black young women, we have to look at these things as examples and testimonies of what not to do and how not to live and to stop thinking it won't happen to me. This man, and I promise you this because I've seen it within the last 2 weeks. I've seen his face on more videos, interviews, and all type of stuff. And not because he's dead, because he was out there working with different artists and getting his name out there. And I was thinking just a couple of days ago, I saw a video with him. I was like, I wonder other people that see this video, I wonder if they know that he's dead, right? I wonder if they're like, who is this guy? And then they're gonna look him up like, oh shit, he dead, like King Von, dead, right? All these young rappers dying. When rappers died when I was younger, you had Pop and Biggie, and that was the big thing there. And that was karma. That was putting yourself in those positions. You can say, oh, Pac was getting his life together, or oh, Biggie was, it wasn't, Diddy set him up. You putting yourself in those positions. You're putting yourself in those positions. So as much as we mourn for Pac, as much as we mourn for Biggie, as much as we mourn for Jam Master Jay and Mo 3 and King Von and what was the other boy that died? Tention XXX, whatever his name was. These are sad situations that we need to pay attention to and move away from. I enjoy my life being how my life is because it is worrisome free. I may still have haters out there. I may still have people that don't like me out there, but my give a fuck meter is stronger than their need for attention from me because that's what a hater needs. A hater needs attention from you. They want to get your attention. You don't get my attention like that. There's nothing you can do to get my attention like that. And there's times, I'll be honest, there are times when I see stuff or feel a certain way and I want to act on it. I want to speak on it. And I have to just caution on the better side of error. Like, there's no need for it. There's no need for me to come back. And I know it's a big pride thing. It's a big pride as people, especially Black people. We don't want to be in that position where we feel like someone is talking about us, bringing us down, trying to defame our character, question our character, and not fight back or speak up. But those that really love you, those that really care about you, those that are really in your bubble, and not even sometimes not even them. There are people who will let your character define the story. So if you sit back and you allow people to define your story, then you're putting yourself in that position. You're putting yourself in that position to be emotionally imbalanced, to allow people to scrutinize you. I know I get talked about. I know there's things I've done that's been some bonehead things, some smart things, some stupid things, some messed up things. I've had rumors talked about me. Just recently, I had a young lady tell me that a guy told her that I told him that I fucked her. I don't do that. I know I don't do that. But she don't know that I don't do that. And if you want to believe him, that's cool. I'm gonna show you my character continuously. I'm never gonna waver. I'm never gonna change. I'm not gonna treat you wrong. I'm not gonna be disrespectful to you. And it was funny because I was talking to a female friend of mine, and she asked me. She said, "Do people really do that? Do guys really lie on their dick like that?" Yes, yes, guys still do. I won't, but guys still do. So you have to be careful about what you're putting out there in the atmosphere and the energy you're putting, because eventually it's gonna come back to you, right? I want to get on a topic that's very near and dear to Black men, and it's actually becoming a lot more prevalent. I see in 2021 that I think it's going to be something that we very much talk about and tap into. And I want you to know heard it here first. And I'm probably going to do a whole show on it in 2021. But it's the mental health of Black men. We don't really discuss the mental health of Black men. And if you've been in the loop of social media and conversations, you probably have noticed, like, yeah, this is becoming a topic. And I think it's something that has been the last of the totem pole for so long. And I think it's unfair to Black men because we have this ideology of Black men of being strong, right? To be hard, almost gangster like. Like we almost, you want us to be emotionless, but then you want us to have emotions. But we have so many layers of life. Excuse me. That's gonna be on the recording. We got so many layers of life that we do not discuss as part of the journey of the Black man. I remember when I did my last podcast, episode 17. Make sure y'all check that out on YouTube or on the radio station. Um, I was talking about my upbringing and how my grandparents raised me. And what a lot of y'all may not know, my mom actually joined into the show. And while I was talking, she was commenting and saying some things. And I grew up in a life like that, where you better not tell the business of the house, right? You better not tell the business of the house. You buck up, you be a man, ain't no crying. And I remember, and I'm not gonna go into too much on this topic right now, but I remember, like, my grandparents' funeral, I was not crying. I felt like I had to be the hard one. Somebody can't be up here crying. Somebody got to make sure the shit done, right? Somebody got to make sure don't nobody drop the fucking casket, make sure people sat where they supposed to sit, where they, you know what I'm saying, make sure things go smooth. And there was other family members that was on point, but I vividly remember I was like one of the ones that were not really crying. And since my grandmother has passed, and my grandfather passed before her, I've mourned. There's certain songs, like if I hear Never Would Have Made It, it makes me cry because I think about that song. She had a video that they played at her wake, and that song played. And it's a song that I live by. It's a song that I never would have made it even if it wasn't for them. And so there's times when I do more, but I suppress that. When I've went through my marriage, I suppressed that. Even going through the birth of Jayla, you know, that's not something I've ever really talked about with anybody. It just, her mom got pregnant and I did what I was supposed to do, right? But I was never taught how to be a father. Let me say that again. I was never taught how to pretty much do anything man-wise besides go to college, get a job, boom. And I learned characteristics. It's a time and place for everything. Learn when to be quiet. Learn as much as you can. Don't, treat people like you want to be treated. But I was never taught, sir. I never had the birds and the bees conversation. I never had the boys to men conversation. I never had the how do you be a father conversation. I never had the, okay, when everything happens or or life gets you down, what do you do conversations. There's no manual for people, but parents are put in kids' lives to kind of guide them through certain tribulations. I told someone the other day, your testimony is not yours. Your testimony is for other people. It's not for you. So when I go through things, it's not for me to go through and learn the lesson all the time. It's for someone else to hear my testimony, hear what I've gone through, and discuss those things. But what happens is I go through those things and I don't know always the right answer or the right way to go through those things. I don't know how to act sometimes. I don't know how to react sometimes. And we don't discuss the mental health of men because as a man, let me teach you this real quick. As a man, there's certain things intrinsically that we feel like we should have. We don't give a fuck about what women say about being a provider. As a man, we want to provide, and we feel less than when we can't provide for our mate or for our family. A woman ain't got to tell a man to be a provider. I didn't like, woo. I don't want to get off on this tangent, but it might tie into the topic tonight. But we want to provide. We want to be able to do those things. And when we can't, that activates in our head. I've been meaning to call you. Oh, I was listening to Tenderoni last night. And I was like, I need to call my motherfucking brother. What's up, bro? And so y'all, I don't think people understand the stress that we put on ourselves if we're not at a certain level. And I'm not talking about balling. I'm not talking about tricking. I'm not talking about having the newest car, just being comfortable as a man. I am paranoid a lot of times. I am paranoid in relationships. I am paranoid in my job. I am paranoid with my kids. If my daughter don't answer my phone or call me back, I got thoughts now. Then she find, oh, sorry, I didn't see your call. Okay, good. I feel better. Like if I'm always critiquing myself as a man to make sure I'm doing the best I can. But it's the best a man can do enough sometimes. Sometimes it ain't fucking enough. And this starts the mental health issues. It starts with the trauma as a kid. It starts growing up in high school and not being accepted by your peers or not being good enough. And for Black people, like we love to say shit like dust yourself off, buck it up, suck it up, right? Suck it up. How many times can Black men suck it up before it starts affecting them, before it starts hurting them? How many times do Black men get to cry about it and be sad about it? He pouting. Look at an athlete. If an athlete lose and he's sad or he mad or he upset, now people got shit to say about why he can't have every other race, every other gender can have the emotions, the emotional roller coaster, except Black men. Hey sis, I love that shirt you had. That was super dope. What are you doing for Christmas? Tell my nieces I love them. How long? And even for me, like, and this is really, I guess it is a good segue to the topic of genuine differences because I was doing a training today after school. And we've been doing a cultural training all year, which I really think is some bullshit because white people are over the training. You can't, you're talking to other white people. You're not talking to me about culture. I don't work in a school with white kids. So you're really not discussing to me how to have cultural differences. If you want to do something that's going to be fulfilling for me, let's talk about how white teachers treat Black teachers and how Black teachers treat white teachers. Right? Ooh. You want me to come cook? And so we was doing this cultural training and we were talking about there was a part where we were talking about when something happens, talking to people expecting the answers that you are good with. Expecting the answers that you are good with, right? Like we expect people to respond to please us. Our responses should please us. Our responses that we give people should be encouraging and should be suffice for our thoughts. But I think one of the problems in this world is with people across the board is that we have a lack of respect for an answer that does not fit into our mental treasure box. We have these keywords, we have these code words that we want to hear, right? Like, oh, baby, where you want to go eat? Anywhere that don't serve cheese. Yes. Boom. That's a perfect fucking answer for me. But if, babe, where you want to go eat? Let's go to the Alfredo warehouse. What the fuck? You know I don't like Alfredo. That fucked up. Why you blah, 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 blah? Because that's not an answer that's in my treasure box. But I asked baby where she wanted to eat. When you put out a question, when you put out a hypothesis, when you are inquiring about something, you, me, anybody need to respect the answer as the answer and respect the genuine differences that we have in people. Anybody that knows me knows I love a great debate. I love a fantastic debate. I love a good debate. But I'm not going to sit here and argue with you and try to make you change your mind to my thought, nor am I going to sit here and have you try to change my mind to your thought. Because when we do that, we become divisive. We become angry. We become to a place of we're not content, we're not satisfied because I'm not no longer in my beliefs. I'm in your beliefs. And I had to think about that when it came to school because these white teachers, and I'm not saying they bad, they can't come from the same place I come from. Why am I mad that they're in my school trying to make a difference? What I need to do is help them. When we come to relationships and friendships, we may become friends with people that are on different spectrums of our life. One of my best friends, Tisa Michelle, she probably can count how many times she's had sex. Well, I won't say that. How many sex partners she can count probably on one hand. I can count on one hand how many sex partners I had in March 2018. We are not the same. So when she talks to me about certain things, if I call her about relationships or sexual things, if I call her, first of all, let me rewind. If I call her and ask her a question, I have to respect her answer. If I post something on social media and I pose as a question or a suggestion of something and someone contradicts that, I have to respect their answer. Now it's my choice if I want to argue or deep dive into that. And typically I don't. People that know me, I'll post some shit. I'll like your comment, but I very rarely get into deep conversation because a lot of my stuff is just conversation starters. I'd rather y'all have the conversation than me. But we don't respect each other. I remember somebody the other day posted a picture of the turkey leg hut. There's a place out here called the Turkey Leg Hut, Turkey Leg Paradise. And it was a turkey leg stuffed with Cajun pasta, shrimp, crab meat, Alfredo, cheese, all stuffed in this big old juicy, beautifully smoked turkey leg. And I posted on that bitch, it looks disgusting. Oh, you hating. Oh, you hating. No, I'm not hating. I don't eat that shit. Well, you shouldn't have commented. Well, you shouldn't have fucking posted it. If you post it, I'm allowed to comment. I'm allowed to not be like you. Man, I had to tell a quote unquote friend that today. Every time you text me, it's an argument. You ain't my old lady. You are an associate, quote, almost friend that's falling out of friend zone because you try to talk to me like I'm your dude. I'm not your dude. Never been your dude. We ain't even smash. You don't never respond when I ask you something. No, I don't have to. It's my phone. I don't have to respond to that bullshit. And now we can't even be cool because you disrespecting now. Now you're disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm not going to argue with you because of our differences. I'm not going to argue with you because of who you are. I'm going to say what I said. I'm gonna see what you say. I'm going to digest it. And I'm going to keep it pushing. Even I can fuck with it or I can't. I'm not going to hate you. I'm not going to take shots at you. I might even respect you and love you more for our differences. And that's another thing. We don't like people like we. I really want to. I got a bunch of shows I want to do for next year, and I'm probably gonna do these fuckers because I'm gonna have all year to do it. Right? There's a saying: "Birds of a feather flock together," and that's true in most cases. But I'm cool with some people that are different from me because I learn from them. I got coworkers that don't do Dr. Sebi or don't drink, right? But that don't mean we can't go out. Me and Mr. I won't say we just tip different, but because both of our minds are amazing. But Mr. Rhymes don't drink, or I ain't never seen Mr. Rhymes drink ever, ever. And I can go out with him and have a drink. But that don't mean we, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we're only dealing with people that we are like, that enables us, how are we learning? When you grow, when a tree grows, it's a struggle to get through that soil. But yet with humanity, we think that we can grow being stubborn in our own thoughts, being stuck in our own ways without getting any seeds, without getting any nutrients, without listening to other people, without respecting genuine differences. Y'all peep how I did the topic though? The title? Genuine differences. Y'all get that? Y'all don't get that. Y'all so late. Y'all eat mustard. Catch up. It's your boy. Go and see Spaceship Awaits the Incredible. This is Straight Talk with Spaceship, episode 18. Shout out to my girl, LOL Bakery, Karen Brown. Y'all, I got the gift catalogs. They are stupid dope. I should have brought one home. I got them at school. But go to her page on Facebook, LOL Bakery. She got all types of shit. Her and 3 other amazing women got all types of shit on there for your Christmas needs. You ain't even gotta bake no cakes. Just holler at her. You know what I'm saying? It's real easy like that. But it's bothersome to me. It's bothersome to me how if you discuss things, and this is why I don't like to talk much, because I don't mind debating things. I don't mind discussing things. I don't mind talking about things, and that shit does not hinder me from enjoying your presence or enjoying your mind or enjoying your brain. Or okay, fuck it. Like, we don't gotta ride on this shit. We ain't gotta ride on this shit. You feel like you feel, I feel like I feel. All right, so what's up? What you got going for today? You talk to little Nuki? You talk to little Nuki? You know what's crazy, Miranda? I just realized I was today years old when I realized I call you Nuke, I called Jayla Pook. Nuke and Pook. I was today years old when I just realized that. Yeah, see, a lot of but you know what? I'm for the transparent moment. Transparent moment. A lot of times we think we're educated because we think we're right. And I do that a lot. And I have to be careful of that. I may feel I am right, but sometimes I have to learn not to say I'm right. And that is so hard for people, right? That is so hard for people because I might know I'm right. So I'm trying to educate you so you can be right too. But one of the classic traits and one of the most coolest things to do is have someone else tell you you're right without them saying it in a condescending or closure type way. You right. All right. You right. Right. Facts. Um, but like I don't I've learned a lot. And I think God has granted me enough opportunities to gain wisdom. Right. So I've seen things, I paid attention to things, and some of them was because I tried to pay attention. Some of them because I was an asshole. Some of them because I fucked up. Some of them because I got fucked over. So there's different reasons for different things. And when I try to educate a person, like even tonight, just doing this podcast, I try to educate you guys while giving my opinion a lot of times without trying to sound like a know-it-all. Right? You get it? I'm not a advice columnist, right? I'm not a Dear Abby. I'm not a psychic. I'm not gonna 100% know everything that everyone goes through because everybody, and this is my thing, everybody knows a fucked up person in the horoscope, and everybody knows somebody awesome with that same sign, right? Oh, I love Sagittarius. Oh, I hate Sagittarius. Right? Oh, yay, Scorpio. Scorpio. So I can't be. I'm not. I don't know everything on everybody, and everybody. Certain results happen from certain people. But what I try to do is listen to other people, talk to other people about things that go on in their lives, and bring that out so that you guys can help me conjure up theories and ways we can get over it. You know. Um, that's yeah. You know, let me say this. I like white people. I am not. Oh, let me say this. I am also pro-black. Okay, I like white people, and I'm pro-black. And those two things are not inclusive, right? Or exclusive. Like I can't. If I'm one, I can't be the other. I can be. And what I think people fail to realize is that I respect other people. I respect other people's ignorances. I'm going to always, if my people are in the right, defend my people. If my people are not in the wrong, right, I'm going to defend who's in the right. Period. And I think that's a big problem as well in our communities because we want, yes, Black lives matter. I will never say all lives matter. I won't. But I'm not going to stop talking to my white friends to prove my Black power. Right? I went out with some white friends on Friday, co-workers, and we kick it and we talk. And then I went and saw my white brother Saturday at the hockey game. And when his son got off the ring, he said, "There go your nephew." You know what I'm saying? There go your uncle. Hey, nephew. You know what I'm saying? And so I think we are so caught up on trying to be this profile of blackness, this profile of strong, this profile of independent, this profile of um, loyal, that we make things exclusive when they can be inclusive, right? Um, I had somebody ask me recently, "Do you trust me?" And that's a hard question to answer because Once again, I can trust you and still have suspicions. Or, you know, somebody at work said, do you just want to do it yourself? No, I want to do it with you, but I need you to understand where I'm going with this. Right? Like, I think when we talk about genuine differences, we have to respect the person we're talking to as well. And I think a lot of times we respect ourselves and our thoughts more than the person, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. You know, and this is the thing though. This is the thing though. Exactly, not mutually exclusive. This is the thing though. It's hard to trust unless you don't trust and let trust comes naturally. Because we have to trust. The thing we have to trust is that nobody does the same thing all the time. I see women say stuff like they want consistency. And consistency is a good thing in action, but consistency gives you trust that somebody has to live up to. And I'm not saying that you can't be consistent. It's actually looking for those things. You get off work at 5 o'clock every day. You're home by 5:45. If you're not home by 6 o'clock, then what the fuck's up? Can't something come the fuck up? But this is the thing. Consistency comes from upbringing. And it comes back to having differences. I moved around every 6 months into a different apartment. What was consistent about that? I Until I got to Flint, like when I lived in Atlanta, there was nothing consistent about my life. And little things and shits and pieces. And I've worked on that consistency. I've worked on being that honorable. I've worked on being that person, right? But I look out and I see so many times. Um, how people don't. No matter how consistent a person is, you're going to trust yourself before you trust them. You will never trust somebody else more than you trust yourself. Right? So I've seen where that doubt will seep in, and the doubt of somebody failing us, that doubt of somebody being wrong, that doubt of somebody not living up to their word. We don't like to work with people on projects because it's always going to be one motherfucker that don't pull their weight. So I'd rather work by myself, right? Right? I don't have many friends because you can't trust a motherfucker, right? Right? I move all the time because I don't like for a motherfucker to know where I stay. We But what if a person didn't grow up like you? What if a person didn't live like you? What if a person didn't have love like you? What if a person doesn't know certain things? I am 40 years old, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just really understanding what the fuck true love means. And I'm not talking about true love in a relationship. I'm talking about true love as in loving my little sister and my little brother and checking on them more than once every 6 months, going to visit them, spending time with my nieces and nephews. I'm understanding true love as, a woman is truly my friend through J Rock. I've never seen her titties. We rarely talk about sex. And that's my best fucking friend in the whole entire world. But she pushes me and she makes me, and when we do talk about it, she stays on my ass. But I'm learning how to love my aunts after I felt like I could have done some shit after my grandparents died. I felt like people looked at me like I was the bad kid. I was the black sheep. Then it permeates to friends. All my male friends, I call myself the janitor. I make niggas look good, and then they disappear. I have very few male friends, and that's not because I'm the same way with guys as I am with women. Like, I talk shit. I love people, and I'm cool with people. Back home, everybody knows whether it's Hustle Man, whether it's Spaceship, whether it's Country Time, and can't nobody say nothing bad. But I just didn't fuck with people like that. So then you got people that come under your wing, disappear. There's more trust issues. Relationships did not work, whether it was me, whether it was them, whether it was a third party, whether it was parent, you know what I'm saying, whether it was something that went through. I wasn't the best dad at first. I didn't trust myself to be a good dad. I kept trying, I kept fucking up. So we have to understand the differences that people have. We have to understand Rim grew up in Philadelphia. That's a whole different breed from Flint, Michigan. That's a whole different breed from Dallas, Texas. That's a whole different breed from Los Angeles. I can't expect you to react the way that I am going to react. If I get robbed, I'm going to react different from a person, somebody else that might get robbed. It's the Ralph effect. I'm not going to trip if Ralph get out his cage, but let somebody else be over here. So I have to think like them and not like me. I can't be like, oh, that's just Ralph. He ain't doing shit. I got to be like, let me make sure he's locked up. But we don't do that. It's even like when we take someone, we go on a date, right? We think about, or get somebody some food, cook, even for your kids. You think about what they want. Oh, I'm gonna take Bay out to dinner. I know he likes this. I know she likes this. Oh, the kids like this. But when we talk and we have verbal grievances, we don't think about what the other person is going to need or want or say or like. We worried about ourselves. Right. Because we supposed to be cool with that. That's just me, right? I don't say good morning. That's just me. No. We can't think like that if we want to stay human. If you want to open up the lines of communication between man and woman, and I say this to my black people, we got to stop thinking about what we would do. We got to stop thinking about our pains, our hurts. Right? Like me right now, one of my things is actually talking about shit. I don't talk. I clam up. I withdraw. Even if I'm mad at you, even if I'm pissed at you, I don't even really say much. Because I know me. My mouth is hateful. My mouth is hateful, right? And so I've worked really hard on being a more positive person. Even when I want to say some fucked up shit, I'll be like, I gotta clench. I clench. Because I really want to go back. And it's so funny because I meet so many people and they still think I'm an asshole. So in my mind, I'll be like, okay, I still got some work to do. Right? Like I was on the training today, and usually, people ask me at work, you going to the training? I'll be like, nah, I ain't going. And I log in just so I won't get in trouble. But today I was like, you know what? This is what I'm fucking supposed to be doing anyway. Right? This is what I'm supposed to be fucking doing anyway. Let me involve myself. Let me speak up. Because if I'm sitting back here, yeah, it's cool. I can sit here with my camera off, with my mute on, not barely paying attention. Wait till I get the QR code at the end. I was there, but why not be involved? If I don't like it, speak up. Say something. Other people are thinking it, right? So I've had to change from that withdrawn person, that person who liked to do his projects on his own, to a person who has to. I feel like I have to speak up because if I don't, how is anything going to change? And that permeates to my personal life now. Instead of withdrawing from people, I try to speak out. I try to talk through shit, and it's so fucking hard. It's so, oh, it's so fucking hard. I know it's hard, y'all. I know it's hard. I'm going through it every day of my life. But we have to make those changes. We have to think. That's the key to life. Honestly, being able to think. This is chess, as others are going to play. I watch Power. If you watch Power, you've been seeing Tariq, and the chessboard is very heavy. And I used to play chess. A lot of y'all don't know. When I was in high school, I was ranked 4th in the nation. Shout out to my nigga George Norman. I just talked to him. He in the A, Alabama. That was my chess partner. Shout out to you and your family. It's good to talk to you after all these years, brother. But I played chess. And you got to think 4 moves ahead. We're not playing chess no more. We are so impulsive. We are so impulsive that we're not respecting how we're only thinking about our moves. We're only thinking about our moves. We're not even looking at the other person's part of the board. We're not even trying to take into account how does this make the other person feel? Because I'm real. I'm going to just keep it real, right? Right? I'm going to just keep it real. It's me. You would accept me or not. But is that the way we're supposed to live? Is that really the way we're supposed to live? Because we can say that we don't care if somebody else does us the same way we treat people. But that shit will piss us the fuck off if somebody did us the way we do some people. Yeah, it is, but we can't keep using those as excuses. We can't keep using, trust me, I've been down this road. I'm living this road. I'm going through it. But you have to be committed to the change. You can't half-ass the change. I haven't stopped smoking cigarettes because I've half-ass stopped smoking cigarettes. I'm gonna just be real. Me and J Rock talk about, you been said you're gonna stop smoking. I did. I haven't. I probably need to, but I ain't there. I just ain't there yet. But as far as becoming a better person, I had to. There was times when, I used to steal. And Miranda tell you, I used to steal TV dinners to eat. I was a big thief. I could go to the store and steal whatever. There's been times when I've been broke down here, no money in my pocket, went to the store, like, oh, I could get that Marie Callender. I could. Now, don't get me wrong. I do self-shop. I do the self-checkout. I ain't stupid, but I'm smart. You figure that one out. Get your $1. I ain't stupid, but I'm smart. But I had to actively change, right? I had to make those changes. I have to open up. I have to try. I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm not saying you're going to be able to, but you have to at least try. You have to be honorable within yourself. I don't worry about being loyal to anybody because loyal, once again, is that consistency. What if 2 people that you've committed your loyalty to have a fallout? Who are you going to be loyal to? You loyal to your wife and your mama, and they have a falling out. Loyal is such a horrible term for me. I hate that. You get loyal points from shopping. That's where your loyalty at. Just love on me because there might be some times when you can't be loyal to me, or I won't see that you're loyal to me. When my auntie was on drugs, my grandma couldn't be loyal to her. I'm gonna be loyal to this halfway house. I'm gonna be loyal to this rehab center. I'm gonna be loyal to your health, but I can't be loyal to you because loyalty means doing what I need you to do at a specific time. I'm not. I might not be loyal to you at that time. You feel me? No, I don't want to be loyal. I want to love you. I'm going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. I'm going to respect our differences, our genuine differences. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to see where you're coming from. I'm going to understand your heart, understand your story. I'm not going to play that pity party. I'm not going to be stuck on myself. I can't make it about me. That's another thing we do. We make a lot of things about us because, once again, we can't relate to what someone else went through. Like I say, those teachers at my school, I don't know what brought them to an urban school. We have some amazing white teachers at my school, right? We have some amazing white teachers at my school. And I've never stopped to ask them, like, why are you here? I might one day. You're an amazing white teacher. Why are you here? But we got to be ready for those conversations. We got to be willing to have those conversations because I don't know your story. Like, we are so quick to write off people. And I used white, black, but I'm talking about male, female, light skin, dark skin, nerds and popular. We are so quick to write off people because of our differences. When those are the things that make them unique, it makes it fun to know them. A lot of my female friends talk to me because they can live vicariously through me, right? They love my nastiness because they wouldn't dare do the shit that I've done, but they don't mind listening to it. And I've never crossed that line with them because I know what it is. These differences we have, these genuine differences, are our uniqueness, are our birthmark, pretty much. We think of birthmark as a physical thing, but who we are, our story, our travels, this is what makes us great. And I think, I don't know who's done it, but we've become ashamed of it. We've become ashamed of our unique. I'm in this group and y'all probably heard of it. What is it? I'm finna get out that hole. I'm not the Beyond Mission Reloaded shit, right? And it was a gay dude that posted, and they was ragging this dude. They was ragging this dude. Now everybody know this group. They high side on people. They talk about folks. And I put, why y'all so bad on the gay dudes? Like, that's why they gotta be a DL. Because y'all say it's okay, but as soon as a gay dude posts his picture, now everybody talking. That dude ain't got nothing on me. I'm not gonna do nothing with this. He's a man. Let him do him. He's asking for a certain kind of person. Let him do him. You must be gay. No, not at all. Only listen to 3 Marvin Gaye songs. But I respect the LGBTQ community. Why dog this man? And then the other guys who may find him interested, instead of being honest, that's why you ladies are going home sucking dick with shit on. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Like, we are so scared of other people's differences because they're not like us. I feel my artillery. That's one of the key things Mr. Rhymes taught me, right? Was to feel my artillery. I know different things. I know different tricks of the trade. I've talked to different people in different walks of life, and it has helped me progress, right? I don't just talk to one pot of people. I respect people's differences. I love people for being different. I love people for being who they are. I might not like it. I may not like it. Does not mean I hate it. Does not mean I'm gonna hate you for it. Does not mean that I can't talk to you. I have a lot of homegirls that wear red lipstick. She ugly as fuck to me though. I was actually talking to one of my coworkers today, and we have a mutual friend. And I said she's the only girl I've ever let kiss me with red lipstick on. And I think she still has that fucking picture and brings it up, and I'm so mad. Right? Shout out to you, K Slim. Um, but I don't like. I don't see what the problem is. I and this is part. This is going back to what you said, Shell, about don't trying to educate without trying to be right. But I feel like it's a lot of special education motherfuckers in this world. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot of people, and I say this a lot, and I've said this a lot, and people think it's funny, but I'm serious. Like when special education kids graduate, they just get sprinkled in society. And a lot of people don't have the sense that God gave them when it comes to life and to living. And for some crazy reason, we find ourselves attracted to these people and listening to these people and shying away from people that is knowledgeable and actually using common freaking sense, right? Like I love to joke, I love to clown, but in a space, in a time, when I get off this thing, I'm probably gonna get back to work. I've been such a workaholic, these last couple of weeks, just trying to get everything on point. I don't have that much time to just sit back and discredit people or to argue with people over who they are and what they believe. I've been in rooms with Trump followers, and I've walked out the room. I respect your opinion. I'm not going to argue with you. I don't like Biden that much. I don't care about Biden that much. I don't like the Cowboys. I'm not going to sit in this room and just argue with you about the Cowboys. I don't care that much. I don't care about sports that much. I can talk sports. We can talk Cowboys. We can talk facts. But you to sit here and try to belittle me, who your team? Who your team? It doesn't fucking matter who my team is. We're talking about the Cowboys. If you want to talk about the Cowboys and their stats, we can talk about the Cowboys. My team don't fucking matter. I don't watch football. Man, it'd be so funny. It's so funny. But even with that, I have to realize my homeboy, Gerald Bear, shout out to Gerald Lauren, he's gay. I've been known this boy since he was 6, 7 years old. Went to church together. Me and his brother was best friends back in high school. He's so gay. He danced for Juilliard though, bitch. Like he's amazing. He's an amazing young man. I love him to death. That's my brother. I love him to death. And he is gay as fuck. And I'll fight somebody over him. He's my little brother. And I don't see why, like, straight men can't even be cool with gay dudes. But we want to be accepted. We're dividing our own communities. I don't care if he's gay. He's not finna get in my asshole. I'm not finna be sucking no dick. You will never see Spaceship sucking no dick, okay? Don't worry about it. Don't be scared. If you see me with a gay dude, you be like, nah, Spaceship don't suck dick. Right? Easy. I might go to Marty's Live with my gay friends. I don't give a fuck. They got $2 drinks. Because I'm gonna walk out of there with my dignity and with me. Not with, oh, he's cute. The fuck? I don't even like kissing my boys. But that don't make me homophobic. No. That's not gonna be DL. No. But the bigger picture, we divide our own communities. Let people do what they do. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it. Learn more about it. Don't fuck with it. That's just me though. That's just me. I love y'all so much, man. Y'all have been Super duper dope. It felt pretty fucking good to do this show, man. Y'all make sure y'all check us out, the Wild Out Radio Thursday Night House Party, each and every Thursday night, 8:30 Central Standard Time, live on Facebook and YouTube, and of course Sundays, the Wild Out Radio Super Duper Sunday Music Review Show. Both of those shows with the greatest best friend a person could ever ask for. Go DJ Lady J Rock. We're going to be counting down the top 20 songs. We did a backstage pass. Go check that out. It was on YouTube last night. Of some of the songs, listen to about half the songs. I had to listen to the rest of them and knocked my down to my top 25-ish. So y'all stay tuned to that. I love y'all so much. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. I'm about to get off this thing. I got done before 11:30, so I'm gonna try to get to bed. It's your boy. Spaceship Oasis, the incredible. This has been another edition of Straight Talk with Spaceship. And remember, right here, Straight Talk. We're trying to kill generational curses one podcast at a time. Let's go. Love y'all, man. Y'all be super dope.